Melanie, have you calmed down yet?
What? About what?
It's been a while, huh?
Yeah, it's been a while. What did you mean, have I calmed down yet?
I mean, have you stopped being angry? Have you thought about what you've done? Do you feel any remorse?
Any remorse? For what?
Oh, what do you mean for what? If you don't start showing some sort of regret or remorse and you don't apologize to me, then I won't be coming back to the house.
Sorry, I don't know what you mean. Can you explain this to me so that I understand what you're talking about?
Oh, you really don't know. You and I had a fight about a month ago, right?
Okay.
And I left the house.
That was a fight?
Yeah, about how messy you are. The fact that you never do the housework. All you do is spend money. You don't do anything around the house. And you don't do anything for me. That's why I left. It's been a month already. I figured by now you would have understood and started to change your ways.
Understood and changed my ways. Aaron, what the heck are you talking about?
I thought if you had changed your ways and promised to be better, I'd be nice and come back to the house. That's what I thought anyway. That's the whole reason I messaged you again. See, I'm a pretty nice guy, aren't I? You always seem so busy with work. I came home so many times after work and you weren't there. I never had any idea what you were out doing.
Well, obviously I was still at work. It was like that before we got married, too. You know I have to do a lot of overtime with my position. So why are you just bringing this up now?
You need to stop putting your job first. You're not thinking about me at all. That's why I left and wasn't talking to you anymore. You were pretty sad when I was gone, weren't you?
No, I wouldn't say I was sad. Just a little surprised.
What do you mean, surprised?
Surprised that that was your whole reason for leaving. Actually, I was a little disgusted by it.
What do you mean by that? My old girlfriend always did the housework for me. She was always thinking about me and doing things for me.
Is that why she ended up cleaning out your bank account and running away? She left without saying goodbye, didn't she? You told me that's why it's better for you if you have a woman who can support herself. That's one of the main reasons you married me, right? Because I have a good job and I can support myself?
Well, yeah, but I think you should at least do a little more of the housework.
You know how busy I am. Yet I still tried to help out whenever I could. Though I was busy with work, I still made dinner for you the majority of the time. Wasn't that enough for you? And on my days off, I cleaned the house and did the laundry. You're telling me that's not enough for you?
I want you to make dinner for me every night. Have it waiting there for me when I get home. Just like my previous girlfriend did.
Stop with that. If that's what you want, maybe you should look for a girl who's more like your old girlfriend, don't you think? Anyway, what do you think telling me all this now is going to accomplish? Whatever. Everything's good now, right? You're free and you can do whatever you want. Go find another girl more like what you want and everything will be fine.
What do you mean by that? I'm not free. Can't do whatever I want. Are you saying you haven't thought about what you've done? Or that you don't regret it at all? Why are you being so difficult with me? I can't believe you talk to your husband like that. Don't you think it's a little strange? I'm telling you, you need to start thinking more about me and my feelings. You should show me some respect. You're my wife after all.
What are you going on about with all of this? I have no idea what you're saying. You and I are divorced, aren't we? So none of what you've been saying has anything to do with me now.
What? Divorced? What are you talking about? We're not divorced.
What? You handed me divorce papers, didn't you? And they were already filled out. So why are you acting like you don't know what I'm saying?
That doesn't mean we're divorced. I told you after I handed you the papers and left the house. I explained everything when I texted you, didn't I? I said if you didn't think about what you'd done and start changing your ways, I'd divorce you. I told you that, yet you never contacted me after that. I was wondering what the heck happened. That's why I finally broke down and messaged you today.
Pardon me? I replied to you right away and told you I completely understood, didn't I?
Yeah, you told me that. But that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about now.
I don't know what you mean by that. You said if I didn't change my ways, you were going to divorce me, right? So I assumed that meant we'd have to get divorced. I knew I couldn't change my ways, because I was doing as much as I possibly could for you already. That's why I messaged you back and said, I understand. It was such a petty reason, too. You were the one who mentioned divorce and handed me the papers. I was a little shocked, but the papers were filled out, so I thought you really wanted it. I read them over, signed them, and submitted them the same day.
Huh? The papers? You submitted them? You're kidding.
I wouldn't kid about something like that. My husband handed me signed divorce papers and left the house, didn't he? The terms in the papers seemed fine, so it was only natural to sign them myself and submit them, right?
What? No. The natural thing to do would be to see if your husband was serious or not. You should have sat down with me after we had both calmed down, and we should have discussed it.
Really? I should have checked to see if you were serious? You went and got divorce papers, filled them out, handed them to me, and then left home. That seems pretty serious to me. And it didn't seem like you wanted to discuss it any further, so I signed them and submitted them. I only had 2 choices. Do even more around the house or divorce you. How dare you tell your wife, who's a lot busier than you, to do all the housework and be home to make you dinner? You know that's impossible.
But my old girlfriend did all the housework and made my meals.
So what? Stop comparing me to your unemployed past girlfriend. I have a full-time job with a lot of responsibilities. She sat around the house all day with nothing to do but the housework.
Look, the bottom line is you don't do the housework, and you always spend our money buying things for yourself.
Pardon me? That's a joint bank account, it's not your account. And my salary got deposited directly into it. I work damn hard and make more money than you. So if I want to go out and buy some new clothes or get a manicure every now and then, that's my decision. What's wrong with that? Anyway, this whole discussion is just wasting my time. We're already divorced. I'm done talking with you.
Wait, hold on a minute. Where am I supposed to go?
What do you mean?
I've been out of the house for almost a month now. I thought if I left, you'd be lonely without me. I planned on going back to your house. So what am I supposed to do now? Where will I live?
I don't know. It's not my problem. We're not related anymore.
I've been renting a room from a guy. It was the only place I could find on short notice. It's really expensive for just a room. Can't live here forever. It's really small. I want to go back to your house.
Oh, you're really selfish, aren't you? You were the one who said you're leaving. Now you want to come back? Have you lost your mind?
But I never really thought we'd get divorced.
Then why did you give me divorce papers? Usually when someone goes and gets divorce papers and fills them out, it means they seriously want a divorce, doesn't it?
Fine, then I'm suing you for compensation money.
For what?
For this 100% one-sided, fraudulent divorce. I never agreed to this divorce, and I'm not okay with it. You submitted those papers without my consent. I'll never forgive you.
Without your consent? You went and got the papers, signed them, and handed them to me. Oh, tell the judge how that happened without your consent.
Well, I never told you to submit them.
Now you're just arguing for argument's sake.
Whatever. I'm suing you. I never agreed to it, and you forced me to get divorced. I know you make good money. I'm gonna get 100K from you.
All right, then. You just screwed up big time.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
If you really want to press the subject of compensation money, let's go there. Up until now, I wasn't even going to worry about taking any from you. Well, that's what I thought, at least. I was just going to overlook the whole thing. But you had to go and open your big mouth and try to threaten me?
What do you mean you weren't gonna take any from me? I'm the one who's gonna sue you.
You were cheating on me, weren't you? I knew the moment you started.
Huh? Cheating? What are you talking about? How'd you get that?
How cute. Aw, you two look like you're in love. I knew you were cheating on me, but I was so busy with work. I didn't want to even start thinking about divorce and the headaches that would cause me. And then you were nice enough to go out and get the papers and fill them all out for me. You even packed up all your stuff and moved out without me needing to lift a finger. I was so happy. I was just going to forget all about your cheating.
You knew I was cheating?
Yeah, of course. And I knew it was with that old girlfriend you were always talking about. I knew you started seeing her again. I was so busy with work, yet it was still so obvious to me. I checked your smartphone for proof, too. You started living with her the day you moved out, didn't you? So I'm assuming she cleared you out and ran away again. And that's why you contacted me. Am I right?
Well, she swindled me again. I never imagined something like this could happen. That woman's a con artist. She's pure evil.
Getting all your money stolen twice by the same woman. You've got to be a total idiot. What did I ever see in you? Anyway, if you wouldn't have threatened to sue me for that obviously ridiculous reason, I would have left you alone. I wasn't going to sue you for cheating on me. But you had to go and be a total idiot yet again. Oh, I'm taking that compensation money from you now.
Wait, hold on. What are you talking about?
You cheated on me while we were married. It caused us to get divorced. I have every right to make you pay me compensation. And to make sure you don't try running from this, I'm going to contact your parents so they know. And I'll have my lawyer serve you your papers at your company. That'll be a lot easier than trying to track you down wherever you're staying.
What? Compensation money? From me? Now?
That's right. Because you contacted me and started all of this nonsense.
I contacted you because I didn't think you had submitted the divorce papers. I just wanted to go back to the life I had before.
You're crazy if you thought that would happen. Well, you obviously are crazy if you got robbed by that same woman twice.
Melanie, please, I'm begging you. She manipulated me. She tricked me. You were the only woman I really loved.
Oh, don't give me that BS. Regardless of what you say, we're already divorced. The only thing left for me to do now is to collect my compensation money from you. Sorry.
I can't pay you a cent. That evil woman, she cleaned me out. I've got nothing.
And because this is the second time she's done that to you, it only proves how much of an idiot you truly are. When you saw her again, you should have gone to the cops. But instead of doing that, you decided to start dating her again?
I thought she had changed. I honestly never thought she'd do that to me again. I believed her when she apologized. She sounded so convincing that I took her in again.
Oh, I didn't ask for the details. I'm so glad I got the proof of you cheating on me. So from now on, if you want to talk to me, do it through my lawyer.
Wait. Oh, please, just listen to me.
I'm never messaging you again either. I'm gonna contact your parents and make sure everyone at your company knows what happened. You won't be able to run from me. I'm gonna make sure I get my compensation money from you. So you'd better start working hard and find a way to pay it. Bye-bye. A few days later, Aaron got served the papers at his office. Obviously, everyone knew something had happened. It wasn't long before everyone started asking questions, and the details of what Aaron did became public knowledge. His parents also contacted him about what he had done and told him exactly what they thought of him. Of course, Aaron was hoping there would be a way to get out of paying the compensation money. But because everyone found out what Aaron had done, not only did his parents disown him, but many of his friends and co-workers were also disgusted with his stupidity, and they stopped talking to him. Fearing that Melanie would contact his company and cause more problems if he didn't pay her, Aaron decided to pay all the compensation money to her in one lump sum so he'd never have to deal with her again. Unfortunately, in order to do that, he had to borrow money from an unreputable firm. Because of that, he didn't have to worry about Melanie anymore. But the next few years of his life would be a nightmare of debt for him. It looks like his own selfishness and stupidity ended up being his downfall.
Hey, Amy. I noticed that you weren't going to work these past few days. But I didn't know that you quit.
Huh?
A friend of mine who works at your company told me. He said that you told him you needed to quit because you were busy taking care of my parents.
Yes, that's right.
Which means that you're a housewife now.
Yes, I guess so. What is it suddenly, Clifford?
You intend on leeching off of my salary, don't you?
What?
Of course you are. You knew I would stop you from quitting your job if you had told me beforehand. So you did it without telling me. You were planning on telling me after the dust had settled, didn't you?
What? But didn't I tell you?
Huh? When?
I think it was 3 or 4 months ago. Your sister who took care of your parents had to move to another town since her husband got a new job. Which meant that no one would be able to take care of your parents since we both had jobs. We needed to hire someone to take care of them for us. But you told me that I should just do it myself to save the money.
Well, it was the obvious choice since you already had experience.
You even disagreed when I said that I would pay for the nursing service. That's when I told you that I would be forced to quit my job. To which you replied, "That's your responsibility. You should think this through carefully." I then told you that I decided to quit my job, and you said, "Stop telling me everything you do, it's annoying." I even made sure it was okay with you the day before I turned in my letter of resignation. But again, you said basically the same thing, which is why I stopped telling you about what I did.
What? That's not what I meant when I said, think this through carefully. I was trying to tell you not to blame your job for not having enough time to take care of my parents.
Huh?
I meant you need to do both.
How am I supposed to take care of your parents while I'm at work? I'm repeating myself, but no one will be able to do the work your sister did for us while we're at work. You said no when I suggested hiring someone to do it for us. Even when I said I would pay for it with my own money. The only remaining option was for me to quit my job.
I'm telling you to do both. That's what I meant when I said it's your responsibility. You just conveniently use my words to quit your job.
What you're saying is ridiculous.
Anyways, I'm not gonna let you become a housewife.
Huh? Well, I did think that we would be able to get by with just your salary if we were tight with money.
You see?
That's not what I meant. I wouldn't have quit if I thought I would be able to do both.
Huh?
I didn't want to quit my job. I didn't want to give up my career. Besides, why are you making me and your sister do all the work in the first place? Isn't it your parents?
Huh? How am I the problem here? I have no idea how to take care of them, and there's no way I'll be able to do it once I get home tired from work.
But it was the same for me until I quit my job.
Wait, why are you getting mad? It's your fault for not being able to do both, isn't it? I'm not to blame for you being so useless. If you've got the time to argue with me, then go and get your job back instead.
Then let me hire a nursing service.
No, it's a waste of money.
Then who's going to take care of your parents while I'm at work?
I told you to do both.
That's impossible.
If you don't get a job and continue relying on my money for any longer, then we're getting divorced.
Huh?
We don't want to get divorced and take care of my parents while working. I'm not gonna let you be a housewife. Get a job or else. Get it?
Hi, Amy. Is now a good time?
Hi, Scarlett. Your parents are asleep right now, so I'm free.
I see. I'm sorry you had to do this.
It can't be helped. Your husband got a new job, right?
But you had to quit your job because of it, right? I got a call from Clifford complaining about you.
Complaining?
He said that you made having to take care of your parents an excuse to quit your job and leech off of his money.
I see.
I pretended to agree with him to make him talk, but is it true he refused to let you hire a nursing service?
Yes, it's true. When I tell him I'll have no choice but to quit my job, he always replies by saying to do both and not be a parasite. He keeps saying the same nonsense over and over.
You should get your job back, Amy.
What?
Use a nursing service if you have to. Heck, why not even hire a maid?
But
You can just have them come while Clifford's away at work. I'll give you some of my money as well. Even if you get caught, just say it was my idea.
well, I can't really just go back to my old company. I'll need to find a new job.
My husband will help you with that.
What?
You see, my parents talked to me about feeling bad about you having to do all the work, taking care of them.
Your parents?
They feel sorry you have to put up with Clifford's behavior. Let's talk about it online in the near future. Without Clifford, obviously.
Got it.
Yo, Amy, you're finding a job, right? I'm not gonna let you be a parasite and leech off of my salary.
But I already have a job.
Huh?
I didn't tell you because you get mad when I do, but I found a job I can do from home.
What? From home?
But it still looks like taking care of your parents while working will be difficult. I'm busy with work, so I'm fine if we get divorced. Talk to your sister about what to do with your parents, not me, from now on.
What? There's no use threatening me. I'm not gonna nurse my parents. What's this job you're doing from home anyways? There's no way it pays much. That means you're still being a parasite, so what you're saying isn't even a threat.
Hey, Amy. How are things over there?
Hello, Scarlett. I've been able to focus on work thanks to the helper who's been coming since yesterday.
I'm glad you're able to apply the skills you learned at your previous job in your new one.
Yeah, thanks to you. I'll tell you this now, but when I quit my job, I missed the sense of accomplishment I would get after a day's work. But it seems working freelance suits me better, which is why I'm having so much fun now.
I'm glad. Now on to business. About my parents. The preparation's finished, so I'm thinking about the end of next month.
Understood. I'll get ready for it as well.
Yep, I'm counting on you. Oh, one more thing. I've got big news. A friend of mine who works at the same company as Clifford told me that Clifford made a huge mistake 3 months ago and will be fired at the end of the month after the paperwork's taken care of.
What? Seriously?
Looks like he didn't tell you.
Yup, I just heard of this now. So this is why he didn't want me to quit my job.
Amy, what is the meaning of this?
What?
I just got home, but all the stuff is gone. Even Mom and Dad aren't here. What is this?
Your parents said they sold the house.
Well, they sold it. Why?
They said that they're going to enter a nursing home.
What?
They've been talking about it for a while. Your sister took care of it when they told her their decision. They're going to pay for part of it with the money they got by selling the house. Didn't you hear from Scarlett?
I wasn't told anything. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I only found out about it recently myself. Your parents talked to Scarlett about it, not me. I thought it wasn't something that I should intervene in.
But you should have told me.
But don't you always get mad?
Fine, just get a job.
What?
There's no reason for you not to get a job now that you don't have to take care of my parents, right? I'm not gonna let you leech off of my salary.
But didn't I tell you I'm working from home?
Didn't I tell you to get an actual job? What you're doing is basically the same as being a housewife.
I've been able to get a lot of orders thanks to an acquaintance, so my salary is basically the same as before.
What?
Also, after thinking it through, I decided that I want to get divorced.
Huh?
I actually hired a nursing service to take care of your parents 2 months back.
What? Didn't I tell you it was a waste of money?
Your sister paid for part of it. Like you said, doing both on your own is hard. But you're going to divorce me if I don't, right?
I did say that, but
I'm going to get even more busy from now on.
you don't have to take care of my parents anymore.
Yes, but it's true that I used a nursing service, so it's fine if you divorce me.
But I quit my job.
What was that?
Something happened and I had to quit my job. If we get divorced now,
Oh, you were intending on leeching off of my salary?
Huh?
That's what you always say, right? Don't tell me that it's okay if you do it, but not me.
Yes, but
Well, you're going to get divorced anyway, so
wait!
no.
But
I'm going to turn in the divorce papers now.
Amy!
That was the day Clifford got fired from work. Obviously, we planned both me and his parents timed it this way. His parents are now receiving great care at a nursing home and are living a peaceful life. They sent me a letter thanking me for taking care of them until now. Clifford, on the other hand, according to a neighbor, he just sits on the porch and stares, not doing anything all day. It doesn't seem that he's looking for another job, but I heard from somewhere that he's being sued by his former company. He was taken away by a black van one day, never to be seen again. Apparently, he now works somewhere to pay for the money he owes.